Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto today saw dust in Embu and in Tharaka Nithi. In Embu, William Ruto was humiliated and was heckled badly.
Serikali hii itatatua kwa sababu tuko na mpango na tumeweka plan ya sawasawa, kwa sababu tunajua what we are doing. Tunakubaliana watu wa Embu? Embu hoye! Embu hoye! Naona Embu kweli kumechacha. Vile mimi nataka naulize, mbali na ile maji tunaanzisha kule, mbali na barabara zenu, mimi nimekubaliana na watu wa...
Again in Embu, UDA chairperson, who is also the governor for Embu, Cecily Mbarire, was also heckled and could not even finish her speech.
Niko hapa na governor wetu, Governor Cecily Mbarire.
And it was a very long day for Kimani Ichungwa. The residents of Tharaka Nithi and Embu walked out on Kimani Ichungwa. Embarrassing scenes.
Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi hapa niko nyumbani sababu mimi ni marafiki wa hii watu wa Tharaka. Tumetembea nao miaka mingi na vile rais amesema, mnakumbuka mwezi wa 5, mwisho wa mwezi wa 5 2022. Si tulikuwa hapa Kadhwana? Na nakumbuka hivyo Mheshimiwa Rais umesema hawa wangwana wa Tharaka Nithi wakilia machozi juu ya Kithure Kindiki. Si ni kweli? Lakini leo hakuna machozi sababu huyu mungwana Kithure Kindiki ndiye naibu wa rais wa Kenya wa leo. Sababu ya kuwa mungwana mvumilivu, mungwana mwenye heshima na mtu wa kufanya kazi na watu wote na kuunganisha watu wote. Si ni kweli? Nyinyi mnaona tukiendelea pale 2027 tupe William Ruto tamu ya pili. Akimaliza nani ataendelea kutoka hapo? Ati nani ataendelea? Nani ataendelea? Mumesema 2027 William Ruto amalize yake 10. Ni kazi bila breaks. Ni 10 bila breaks. Tukimaliza hiyo twende kwa Kithure. Kithure.
If you compared today's events in Embu and Tharaka Nithi to William Ruto's day 1 in Laikipia and in Nyeri, total contrast. And the funny thing is that Embu and Tharaka Nithi are in Mount Kenya East. That's where Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki comes from.
Nimekuja Embu, mambo manne ya muhimu. Mambo manne ya muhimu. Jambo la kwanza, nimekuja hapa maneno ya stima. Watu wa Embu waliniambia ya kwamba hapa Embu bado tuko na watu wengi hawana stima. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Si kweli ama si kweli?
In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about the 4 tour of William Ruto in Tharaka Nithi and in Embu. Because for me, that tour has buried, actually the entire tour of the mountain, has buried the political career, has buried the political careers of 3 individuals. I doubt if Kimani Ichungwa will be able to recover from the embarrassing scenes he has endured since the tour began. Cecily Mbarire will never recover, and I can tell you, from the heckling she witnessed today in Embu as the governor and as the chairperson of UDA party. Remember, at some point back then, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki lectured Mbarire when William Ruto was heckled. It was just a small heckle. Today, the president was there. The deputy president was there. The entire government machinery was there. They actually prepared for the event. But Mbarire was still heckled and could not even complete her statement. I doubt whether Mbarire will be able to recover.
The governor of Embu, who is also my sister and somebody I love and somebody we've walked a long journey together, politically. Kawambia sasa wacha ni kuongeleshe my sister, not as the deputy president of Kenya. Wacha ni kuongelesha kama ndugu yako and your age mate. And you will do nothing about what I'm going to tell you. Amulisa Governor, how is it possible? You're the national chairman of UDA. You are a UDA governor and the national chairman of the ruling party. Your party leader, the president, comes to your hometown and is heckled. What reason do we have to have you on board as a... Yeah? How is that possible? It's not possible. Yeah. Vijana wanapigia rais hapo kelele. Ati rais amesema kitu ambayo labda hawapendi.
The other person whose career is online is none other than Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki, the deputy president. How can the president be heckled in Tharaka Nithi and in Embu? How? If Professor Kithure Kindiki wanted to use this trip to stamp his authority in Mount Kenya, he has failed. And I'm 100% sure William Ruto is going to change his strategy moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to do an in-depth analysis of today's event in Tharaka Nithi and in Embu. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to HECKLES Computers. If you are looking for reliable quality computers and accessories, then HECKLES Computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, tablets, and of course, variety of accessories. They are located at Nairobi Bazaar Plaza along Moi Avenue, first floor, showroom number 7. They also deliver countrywide, and you can conveniently place your order via their website, which is pinned in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. I've been asking myself 2 main questions. The first question I've been asking myself is why William Ruto pushed for this tour. Because clearly the timing was not perfect. According to sources, even the leaders from the ground were not for this tour. Number two, will Mount Kenya change as a result of this tour? I doubt, because personally I've studied the mountain. They make their decision. So far, they've decided that for them, William Ruto is a no. And I'm gathering that the main reason why William Ruto pushed for this event is because Mount Kenya leaders, particularly Kimani Ichungwa, Cecily Mbarire, Mwangi Kiunjuri, and Kimani Ichungwa pushed for it. They really wanted a trip because they felt that they were being displaced after Raila Odinga's entry into government. And they wanted also to prove a point to William Ruto that they can actually fight. For me, it has backfired. And secondly, William Ruto also believes that it is still too early to abandon Mount Kenya, because William Ruto is being advised that Mount Kenya has drifted. But because Mount Kenya voted for him, he strongly believes that abandoning them right now is not right. And after staying away from them for 6 months, he felt staying a month longer would actually send a wrong signal. So William Ruto hopes that in the mountain, he still has some fighting chance, which for me is not there. Let me now give you my take on this trip. Number one, based on the day 4 and day 3, I can easily conclude that the entire trip is a flop. Tomorrow they'll be in Kiambu. And I've seen some videos of the residents singing Ruto must go ahead of the visit. So if you were to ask me, first day was good because it was supposed to send signal and set the tempo, which it did. Day 2 was not very bad, but day 3, day 4, very bad. Day 5, likely to be even worse. So for me, the entire trip is a flop. Secondly, if you were to ask me, Rigathi Gachagua has scored big. Why? Since this trip began, Rigathi Gachagua is silent. We have not seen Rigathi Gachagua, which means nobody can accuse him of undermining the trip. In fact, Kenyans are asking, where is Rigathi Gachagua? If he was advised to keep off, then the person who advised Rigathi Gachagua did a good job. And we expect Rigathi Gachagua to emerge, maybe in some church, and dismantle week-long trip within 30 minutes. So Rigathi has scored because now they are being heckled. Like what happened in Embu. Why do you think they were heckled in Embu that way? Two main things. The removal of Justin Muturi. And remember, in Embu, there was an abduction of Billy Mwangi. The first abductions there. And the residents there actually went to the streets over that abduction. Number 3, Mount Kenya has dumped William Ruto. That is now very obvious. And he will not succeed in trying to divide Mount Kenya into east or west. Probably they didn't really mobilize in east because they were assuming that Professor Kithure Kindiki coming from there was automatic. So the mountain has dumped Ruto, and that's my conclusion. And lastly, I think sustaining lies is also one of the biggest undoing of the president. In Tharaka Nithi, or was it in Embu, William Ruto officially handed over some houses to the police. Those houses were constructed and completed before he became the president. So the people down there are asking, wewe umefanya nini? And you see, for him, He's handing them over as if he's the one who has contacted them. Which means, in terms of development, there is nothing new. Yesterday in Meru, there was that, I don't know whether it was called a sewer line, where people are now making content. The residents are there. You know, you go to a place and you convince people you've done something, and the residents there are there. They've been seeing that thing. I mean, the visitors will go back, but for them, it's something they've been seeing. Nothing has changed since you came. It has been like that. I mean, there's no... So because of that, the visit is losing its meaning. Ladies and gentlemen, let us wait for tomorrow. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.